Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Nicola Light here, remembering back into my light. Here on this channel, it's all about light language, bringing in remembrance codes, bringing in activations, clearing codes, all of that beautiful stuff. And everything that I bring in is very much with bringing in my inner wisdom rather than coming from a place of knowledge. And when I go into a sense of knowledge, I do tend to waffle a bit. So if it's anything that's come up that makes any sense, actually in my mind is the light language. When I start to interpret things from an English perspective, which is my words that I'm speaking right now, it just settles the mind. It just has an understanding within my mind and my body. But from a higher perspective of being, I want you to come on a journey with me to maybe look at your own light language and also maybe spark your own inspiration and expression of light. So, thank you for joining me. Check out all the details below. If you want to work with me one-to-one, it's nicolalight.com. If you don't worry about it. Keep on watching. So, lots of information that comes forward is coming from a pure channel state. My intentions are always pure of heart. If you're not quite getting it, just park me on the shelf for a little while. Maybe a shelf like that with this little Buddha fellow at the side here. Park yourself over there with him. And then just come back now and again, go like, I get it now. Because sometimes these things take a little time to really start to digest. Digest. As I'm speaking about digest, I've just had a lovely walnut. Anyway, we need to get on with the subject at hand, which we're going to talk about a particular subject that a lady has just written in the comments, and I do encourage you to write beautiful comments for me because it just helps the analytics and it gets a really nice conversation going between everybody also. It's about the pain thing, the pain video that I did. The pain was about observing the pain rather than taking and identifying with the pain. The particular one was about her knee. And I fully embrace and have sympathy for everybody that suffers with any type of pain or any physical illness. It's, not to be belittled in any shape or form. But what I want to do is coming from a different angle of understanding for our mind to sort of compute about physical body healing. So it's been a little bit of a common subject in my channel at the moment, so hopefully I can link this all up. I'm not overly technical. I don't sort of edit left, right and centre. I just literally raw come in, so you have to bear with me with my recordings. Okay, da. When we look at ourselves from a high perspective, we see ourselves as this big, vast array of light. And we take a little spark of it and thread it through a physical body. And here we are showing the warts and all of who we are upon the planet. But it is the misalignment of the physical body that gives us a sense of pain. It's the misalignment of the mind, the body, and the soul. So it might be that there's something, a little thread coming in from the universe that's slightly misplaced, or it might be that there's a little fragment of yourself lost in time. And all of these things contribute to knee issues as well as the physical body outcome. So let's have a little look at a knee. And for those that are really enjoying my work, you will see that my artistry has somewhat improved over the years. And this in itself is going to be a knee. A very big knobbly knee with very fat calves. Very much like the one all done with the big hand. I'm just going up there. So we got the knee. I'm going to write it in there just in case it's confusing anybody. That is a knee and that is a foot. Okay, it's one of those. Okay. Da. Elamakian totopo sumayete. Mokomasu kam bakushne twala kiata. Ma grabakitene isama. So we have here box of goodies, and within this box of goodies there is an experience, and this black box is where many of us sit. And there's your knee. There's the pain of the knee. It's within you, within this boxed off area. Okay, da. Macchiato, I don't know where this is going, by the way. Okay, da. Okay, thank you. Da. So we find ourselves within a box, within the reality, because this is the grid work system that we're in. But some of us are within a black box, and some of us are in a clear box. Black boxes are unawareness, okay? And a clear box, let's give it an orange. Is within the black box. Oh, I thought it was going to be outside the box. Okay, it's inside the box. So we have a level of understanding of where we're at within the box. Now, within the box, is another box. But what we need to do is we need to release this black box to see we're in a clear box. And then we then hit a boundary of where we are at with another box. And then we push out our clear box. There's a reason for I'm saying all this. And then release this black box. It's levels of awareness of self. Okay, if you can't, I'm sorry if I turn my head and then you're like, what's she saying? So what we're aiming to do is to get out of the black box, and we need to become aware of this issue that we have with the knee. Okay, that's the first point of call, is that we can say, yeah, I've got a knee pain. I've got a knee pain. I have a knee pain. I do. I have a knee pain. And there it is, sitting there with a big knobbly knee. There it is. And that's within the mindset of, I don't know why I have a knee pain. The physical body is going, you got a pain in the knee because there's something that you can't see within the knee that is disallowing you to anchor in more light into the physical body. So we search about a physical reaction of how do we heal the physical knee with the pain that I hold. It goes into arthritis. We start to identify with it. It starts to manifest into a dis-ease within the body. We start to close ourselves down with the reality and create a box within it. We take ownership of it, and there's the restriction that we hold within this black box, right? When we see through the clear box, we have more of an awareness that this physical body doesn't actually exist. It does, but it doesn't. It's an energetic response to the senses of the body that is manifested into physicality. So we look at things from a real sort of high perspective here. We're going like up, up, up. And I'm not even going to draw it because it'd be past the ceiling. But the understanding of our reality, all about our knee and the pain that sits within it, that's creating an issue. So this big pain, ball of pain in the front of the knee here is creating an issue. But why is it there in the first place? For the manifestation for the knee pain to actually come in, there needs to be an energetic block. And within that system, as it runs down the leg, and it runs down maybe into the foot and the systems, the network of all of this that's sort of running through into these sort of and exits out of these chakra systems, that we can actually see that there is a sort of systematic sort of alignment with the physical body and the energetic field. Now, I spoke about this on my Patreon just now, and as I just did a little upload, which is about the holistic approach on healing the mind, body and soul, the emotional body, the mental body, the physical body. And when we see that there is a block, because the body is telling us that there's a block, there's pain, we then search consciously, how can we heal it from a physical perspective? Now, from a physical perspective, we might then identify with somebody at the doctor saying we've got arthritis. And so therefore, we then take hold of it and we go, oh, that's mine, that's mine, that's my pain. Mine, ownership, identification. Okay, done. But when we focus within the mind, we see the pain within the body because the body is trying to show us that there is a block within the system. We take ourselves slightly out of the black box. That awareness of where we're at within this clear field, this awareness is that we see. So I will link that video up to this one and maybe pop it in a little playlist for you. But that particular video was talking about the observation of pain, which will help the release of the pain, because the origin of the pain that is held within the body normally is through emotional baggage, storage within the body, because we haven't let go of a lower vibrational energetic flow. So when we experience, so the more that you actually look through my video content, the more this is sort of you'll have an understanding of the journey of my inner wisdom, what's coming forward, and put it all into one thing. I'll be here forever. But so have a little look back on all the other videos that I speak about. Let's make it nice and simple. So if we see then that the red is emotion, okay, and I'm writing it in this sort of angle because we need to see it for that angle. It's not as plain to see. Emotions sort of sit within the knee, and as we experience it, we push it down into the body, and the body stores it. The energy that sits within the knee has a relative response to how we see and store the energy. So, suppression energy, let's stick that in the knee. So we've got a little bit of suppression here. Okay, if you think of it actually that maybe, that you get down on your knees, you drop down to the knees, and we hold a lot of energy into the knees because of a suppressive emotional state, such as things like anger, fear, and feeling sadness. All these emotions are very low in vibration, and this energy gets stored within the knee if you're not flowing through the energy and having that awareness to flush through your system, moving out of here, wiggling the toes, allowing the toes to express it out, moving the anger outward here, stomping your feet a little, giving the body a little bit of a shaky shake, and allowing that energy to move through you rather than storing it in, identifying with it, having the mind connection. So the mind connection to the knee as we identify with it, and we hold and store the anger within us into the knee as a suppressor or a suppression or suppressed energy, that we say, okay, here's a little old me. I've got a pain in my knee. I'm going to hold my energy there. Okay. So we can do several different things with the physical body. We can have hands on to assist energetically, placing your hands like we would for a child, like, you hurt your knee, we put some little healing hands upon the knee, and put a plaster on the knee. It gives us this sort of like beautiful sort of sense of like they're there, and this sort of energy there, you sort of can create self-healing by putting your own healing hands upon your knee. by moving the physical body so that the pain body, can release anger from the system. All of this sort of preparation into a sense of wholeness of our healing journey enables the mind to settle, to see it from a higher perspective rather than ownership of the pain of the knee. Okay? That. So just take a deep breath in with this sort of deep realization within you that the pain that you are experiencing may be from this particular lifetime, it may be from ancestral, or it might be from past ancestral lines. Okay? Now, okay, so it might be from this lifetime, through trauma. It might be past lifetime, and that may be ancestral, and which is more of a physical transference, or it might be a past life, which is more energetic. So more of that sort of energetic, we work in the quantum field to release the ancestral suppression of anger within the energetics of the who am I through time space. So quantum healing, as well as physical healing, as well as energy running through the system, can move the or not the energy through the physical body, that we then identify with our awareness the greater aspects of ourselves. We're aware of our ancestral, we're aware of our past lives, we're aware of our healing journey. So it comes in many sort of levels of understanding of why do I hold pain here at all? Why do I hold the pain? There are so many levels of healing, rather than put in a rub upon the knee to make it nice and warm, or however you might put a strap on the knee. These are physical reactions to knee pain. It's the identification of the knee pain. It's the physical, take a painkiller. They're only like little touching of an ice here. There you go. You're just getting this bit of healing. You're just getting a peek of it. You've got to go deeper into the healing to get to what we would call a deep core wound. So we get deep into it, and with that, this deep core wound is the awareness of coming out of a black box. Okay, it's all analgetic to assist you with your understanding. Be aware of who am I? Who do I identify myself to be? What is it? Where is it coming from? Identifying with that. It might be it's just something that just comes up in the physical body because it's an outward force of energy. It might be a virus or something, but what attracted it to you in the first place, is to show you to have a clear box of reality rather than this blinkered, not understanding self. Okay, so your knee holds many beautiful gifts for you for understanding, to push through a deepening into your healing journey rather than just healing the knee. We heal into the ancestrals, the DNA structure through time space, and then we can then see who we are. Okay, so it's all complicated but not. Okay. So I'm just going to bring forward some codes just to finish off because I've got a call in a second. Okay, yeah. Alamakiam to dabasim makoshimakiatam. Dogorabesim makoshimakiatam. It is looking from all angles, from all levels of understanding. It's looking into the depth of it, the heights of it, the ins and outs of it, okay? Elamakiant o karakiten iskia, mokrabakian to totobasmaiteresia, mokratanisian bayokormisia bakiatam. So it is about looking outside of yourself, but is also looking at it as the reflection within and then moving back out and back in again. It's this beautiful wave, balance, synergy between you and the universe and others around you. And these moments of deep joy when we start to see and remove the blocks that we have that keep us restricted within our understanding of mind and our perception of self, or the ownership of who am I. So we move deeper into ourselves and we start to spark the remembrance. Okay, I do hope that that helps you. If you want to know more details, have a little look below at all my references to joining me on a one-to-one. I've got an awful lot of little groups that I started to bring forward as well, and I've got one coming up on the 28th, which is a healing. So have a little look at that. And yeah, just couldn't my finger. I cut it the other day. So there's a message from the universe there. I need to find out why. Why did that happen? Did I cut my finger? Rather than just saying, I cut my finger. There's a message in that from the universe. Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it, to the mind? Totally get it. If you question what I'm saying, and you've got to the end of the video, well done, because I did rant on a little bit today. But hey, it's part of it, isn't it? Just the ownership, the seeing of it, the feeling of it, and the moving through it. Rant. Okay. I got my picture of my knee. I do hope you do too. Let me know how you're all doing. And yeah, come join me on Patreon also, if you're still with me. There's a little free membership there if you want to join. And there's also 3 other tiers that you can access more information. Take care, everyone. Witter. See you all soon. Bye.